Hi everyone, I'm Santosh. I would like to share my experience as an attendant for a COVID patient. As we all know, COVID is having a devastating impact on people, like physically, emotionally, and financially. So, as in the process of being an attendant, I have met many doctors, health experts, and other people through which I got some experience and an awareness. So, I would like to share that experience and awareness with you people. Firstly, what is coronavirus? There is absolutely nothing to fear about coronavirus, provided that we should react on time. If you feel you have coronavirus, then get yourself tested immediately. So how to detect if coronavirus is present or affected you or not? There are two methods. First thing, symptoms. If you have any symptoms, like any of the symptom like fever, cold, cough, throat infection, and any abnormality, you people are very lucky, because you it is an indication that you have been impacted. You might have been impacted by coronavirus, by any abnormality. Anything that is not happening, that is deviated from your normal body activity, like loss of hunger, and for example, I'm saying, so all any abnormality in the body should not be taken lightly. uh, I suggest immediately consult your doctor, get it clarified whether it is due to coronavirus or not. Then, if it is coronavirus, use medication as suggested by the doctor for 5 days and be in isolation by consulting with your doctor. And there ends the matter of treatment. Second thing, when you don't have symptoms, in this case, the way you can deal is, for suppose one of your family members is infected with corona, there is a good chance that the virus may spread to other people of the family. In that case, you will not be shown symptoms immediately. So you have to make sure that you get a rapid test done to ensure that you are not affected by corona. So now let's see the various tests present to detect corona. First, a rapid test, wherein a swab is used and is inserted into your nose, and then some procedure is done and it detects whether you are positive or negative. So if it is positive, you are infected by corona. If it is negative, you may be infected by corona, but it is not detected in rapid. You can be safe, but still, for your assurance, go for a RT-PCR test. If it is also negative, then fine. There is another test called blood test, in which there are three particular tests. One, CBP test, CRP test, and the third one is D-dimer test. CBP will give the complete blood picture of the patient. Second, CRP, which is important. The general value for the CRP test, CRP result, is 0 to 6. If the value is between 0 and 6, you are safe. If it is more than 6, then you are affected by corona. Okay, and this infection spreads so fast that within 2 to 3 days, this CRP rate may go very high, like 29, 50 or something, depending on the immunity power of the patient. This CRP test is very important, and D-dimer test indicates how far the infection has reached in lungs. This can be the interpretation of this result can be done only by a doctor. Take doctor suggestion to move ahead in this process. So these are the tests that are done. Okay, keeping these tests aside, the only test that gives exact conformity is CT scan. CT scan should be taken after consulting your doctor, because CT scan has a heavy radiation which may lead to other complications. If doctor suggests you to take a CT scan, immediately go get a CT scan, and it will give you two values: CT severity score and CORADS. CT severity score will be determined by 40 or by 25, depending on the scanning center. Some will give out of 40 how many points is the severity. Someone will out of 25 how much is the severity. Let's say the severity is 11 by 25, which means approximately half of the lungs are infected. There is nothing to fear. immediately consult your doctor. They'll guide you how to proceed ahead. Like if the patient needs an oxygen, we should get an oxygen bed, um, and the medication that should be given, if the what to say, whether the patient has to be admitted in a hospital or not. These things will be decided by the doctor using the CT scan. There is something called a CORADS in the CT scan, wherein we have 6 levels: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 being the lowest, 6 being the highest. And doctor will take into consideration this CORAD score also before starting the treatment. Okay. And one more important thing that helps you in recognizing corona, or will let you know you have to reach doctor immediately or not. If your oxygen saturation is 93%, please immediately rush to the nearest doctor possible, to the doctor that you consult, so that they will be starting the treatment immediately. Please don't neglect. When your saturation is 93 to 95, that is where you have to start taking it seriously. If it is constantly showing 93, there is a very good chance, unless a treatment is start immediately, that the oxygen saturation falls so quickly. Okay. This is the point why I am saying you have to react according to the timelines. First, initially, when you have symptoms, and then the oxygen saturation is going below 93 or at 93, that is where you have to make what to say, you have to immediately rush to the doctor and take treatment as per his suggestion. This is also good, fine. If you take treatment at 93, so that the oxygen levels will not fall, and it will enable the patient to be stabilized, and then doctor can think of improving the oxygen saturation levels. Next, treatment. Let's talk about the treatment. Firstly, in cases where there is mild infection and can be treated at home, doctor will be giving you medicines, and you should be isolated from other family members. Better, the patient should be given one room with an attached bathroom. No one is suggested to enter that room. If the patient needs any help, then the caregiver should wear double mask. It is good if he or she wears a triple mask also. One surgical mask, on top of it N95 mask, on top of it another mask. So while you are entering that room, take these precautions. If possible, use gloves. Okay. Once after you finish the task that you have to do in the caregiver's room, you come out, sanitize, remove the gloves, sanitize yourself. You can remove the external mask, third mask. Okay. Taking all these precautions and extremely sanitizing to the required level will help you from not getting will help you from getting impacted by by COVID during your process of taking care. And next, the second level, there are other techniques like proning. You can go to Google and search for proning, wherein the patient is asked to lie on his chest with using some pillows, or with help of some pillows or some kind of thing, so that he will get enough oxygen. The oxygen levels have a very good chance of improving depending on the condition of the patient. Okay. And third thing, there are certain medicines that are given to the patient, injections or something, to avoid blood clots, so that the oxygen flow will be there inside the lungs. Okay. Then coming to another technique, wherein you have to you can give the patient Mucinex 600 mg, MUCANAC 600 mg. This tablet can be given twice a day, morning and evening. Okay. While you are using this tablet, you should be doing another thing also, which is called as chest physiotherapy. Once for every 2 hours, you have to do chest physiotherapy for the patient. What is meant by chest physiotherapy and all, this chest physiotherapy, most of the doctors and nurses have a good idea of it, so they can do it. Okay. These things are needed when the stage is becoming a little critical, like the saturation has been 85, less than 85, or 70 to 80. In that cases, this will definitely be helpful, but it is not the promise that it will be helpful in all the cases, in most of the cases, because all this information I got from some some heads of hospitals, heads of COVID units and all, so that these things might help in fast recovery of the patient. I think, yeah, I think I have covered all the points that I felt like sharing. Hope it will be very useful. Uh, Please do not neglect any symptom. Rush to the doctor and take appropriate medication as per the doctor's advice. Okay, and saturation 93. Please don't neglect, immediately rush to the hospital. Okay, so that once it reaches 93, there is a very good chance that it will fall very quickly. Um, One thing I can say, things will be changing in this disease for every hour. Every hour matters. In fact, at sometimes every minute matters. Okay, take appropriate care, protect yourself and your family from corona. Doing all this may help you uh, to being safe from to be safe from corona. Hope this video helps you. One last thing, there is a video by Dr. Matthew Varghese. You go into YouTube and type Matthew Varghese, wherein he has explained, he's a doctor from Delhi, he has explained what is happening in your body when corona infects. Okay, he has given a clear logical explanation right from pathology and everything you need to understand what corona is doing to your body. Okay, I think that is also, that will also be very helpful. And regarding oximeters, there are many oximeters available in the market. I would like to share some images of the market that are used by doctors in the hospital. I'll try to share it at the end of the video if possible. If not, I'll somehow ensure that to the extent of possibility I'll share that oximeter which you should be trying to fetch. It is mostly reliable. That particular oximeter is mostly reliable. Okay, having said that, please take corona seriously and act according to the timelines, so that you will have minimal risk with corona and you will be dealing effectively with this devastating coronavirus. Thanks a lot. Hope it will be helpful for someone in need. Thank you. One more important thing, please do not ignore to check oximeter reading during night, because there is a very good chance that the oxygen saturation level can fall during the night. By the time you wake up, you may see a lot of fall in the value of oxygen saturation. Please check it. Please keep checking it during the night for the patient. Thank you. One more tip from my side. We have all of us who use mobile phone extensively these days. There is a chance that the mobile phone may contain the virus on its surface, so we cannot spray directly the surface sanitizer on the phone. In that case, what you can do is that drop the phone inside a Ziploc bag or any plastic cover, wrap the phone with it, and you can sanitize the cover or the Ziploc bag so that your phone will not get impacted. And one more thing I would like to say is, like we use hand sanitizers to clean or sanitize our hands, there is one more product called surface sanitizer. If possible, I will share you some parts of it at the end of the video. I mean, some photos of those surface sanitizers that are available in the market, so that you can go and look for them. Of course, there is no stock, there is very limited stock available. Get them, use them for use the surface sanitizers for cleaning the doorknobs, car handles, or sofas, tables, and such things. Okay, I think these will be helpful. Thank you. As I mentioned earlier, the information that I have shared is based on my experience. So before applying them, please consult a doctor, because it may vary from person to person. Thank you.